Shalom. I'll give all honor and glory praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostle Great Millstone for teaching me this truth of sincerity. Salutation to the hopeful light that spread out the four corners of the earth. All right, so the title of this is going to be a response to Mom said, "Get these stepping," and she's not wrong. It was a clip from Endure These Last Days 4. All right, and I'm just gonna play the clip, um, and then I'm gonna bring up some precepts. It's like and here's the basic precepts, right? That um, I can get to them. Why does it go here? Because there's some precept that this brother put up as well, but I'm gonna actually just go through them, right? I might as well, yeah. Um, Romans 1:26 it says, "For this cause, it's like Romans 1:26. For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vowed affections, right? And wanted, and the reason this brother put this precept in his video towards the end because what, you know that that is like woman, so to speak. That is like one woman. The one that's recording. You know, she was basically like that. She don't want a man, right? She wanted. They're gonna saying that she want a woman. Okay, you know, it says woman, which is referring to her. The one that got the camera facing towards her. Woman tells her mother that she can date who she want, and she basically telling her mother that she like women, right? She like her own sex, okay, and that is considered what valid affection, right? Liking your own sex, it could be like your own sex. You can put like your own sex. So, for example, woman like another woman, or man like another man, or bestiality, you know, wanting to do it with animals, okay, you know, wanted sodomy, right? Wanted to hit it behind it, hit it in the back door, so to speak, when the garbage come out. Those are considered what vowed affections, right? Liking, or um, even um, even even thinking about doing that, right? Vowed affections, vowed affections. You hearing definition? shamefully or wicked. Okay, and that is shamefully and wicked. Wanting liking your own sense, right? Even um, lusting after your own sense in your mind, right, is wicked, degrading or disgusting passions. Okay, and then you have another precept that they're quoting here. It says, then Paul goes on to describe the vile affections as shamefully wicked passions. He said, for even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Right. And this is an example. Okay. There's a precept there, they're quoting there by Paul. But this is an example, right? This woman going on and actually having a debate or discussion with her mother, saying that, you know, she like the opposite. She would like the same sex. Okay, you know, saying that she want to date whoever she want. Right? When they say that, I mean, you know, either they would she want to. I believe she want to go. She want to be bi. Right? I think she have a thing for the same and the opposite. I don't know, but the point of this video is that she she's saying, because you're on date. First of all, you're on date whoever you want, right? Let me just clear that up. You know, in the ancient world, how it was, because they don't do it now, right? But in the ancient world, is like father, who decide who you're gonna date, right? You don't date who you want. It's like father is like dad who decide who you gonna date, right? You know, just like lot talk, lot, just like an example of of that is when Lot told to those sodomites that was coming to try to get the angels. He told them sodomites to do what? Take his daughters, right? For they are young, fair, and no virgins, right? And at the time, those his daughters couldn't decide if they wanted to go with those sodomites, or if they didn't want to go with those sodomites, if his if their father told those sodomites to get them, you know, that was it, right? That it was no arguing, it was no debating whether they will have to go with them, right? And that's how it works, right? See, these women, they got too much liberty. They think they can date, they just think they can do whatever they want with no consequences, right? And this why, and this is why, you know, um, the Lord, this is why it said that the whole earth is out of course, right? There's a precept that speaks about that. The whole earth is out of course. Okay. So about yeah, they did change the natural uses into that which is against nature, and part of the change of natural uses is what wanting to date the same sex. Okay, wanting to date the same sex. All right, lesbian, right? You know, and if I get reported for saying that word, then oh well, it just came out. Um, but yeah, because I'm watching the video. She said that what I see the subheading. You know, Let me just bring it back a little bit. I see something that says woman tells her mother that she can date who she want. Right. Woman tell her mother that she can date who she want. Right. But in the ancient world, it wasn't like that, right? It's like it's like father decide who you're gonna date, right? They see for example, they see another Israelite man, you know, who they think will be, you know, no, first, how it works is if a Israelite man see that, see they see um see that like you, right? They see a fair young virgin, with no blemish, and they really like her, they will go to the Israelite father usually, and they will tell the Israelite father of that, that woman that they like, right? And they will, they will have different, they will have conversations, um, about either, with how you will be able to provide for her, will you be able to protect her, provide for her financially, um, you know, etc. Right? You know, and it was like father of that woman that I like, really like that as a man. It was like man that they will, he will basically, give that it was like, um, he will give her, he will basically give his daughter over to that. It was like man, right? There wasn't no, and she couldn't say no. She couldn't tell her it was like father no, right? You know, you they call being what being unruly, right? You can, I believe that's a judgment for that, right? If scripture says, I think scripture speaks about that, um, but yeah, you remind me of yeah, so okay, but yeah, this spiritual read this caption, right? Because it shows what that these women have too much liberty. Okay, so I'm just gonna um go back here to one. Right? Okay. So for this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, which is right definition of that wicked, shamefully wicked. Okay. Or even their woman did change. And remember, the Lord, he who gave them up to these vile affections, right? Which shows what that know, um, which shows it really not them, you know, it basically the Lord giving them over to demons. Okay, you know, so for even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Okay, the woman talking about they like it in the in the back door. Okay, they like it. They like sodomy basically. If you know who I'm referring to, the different Sukhanas. Okay, um, who else? Um, I'm gonna just continue to play this video. Let's see. Romans 1. Let's see, because it's going too fast. Might have to slow down. Oh, okay, read that one. So hard for me to pause sometimes. Um, okay, yeah. So 1 Corinthians 7:2 says, nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, okay, and let every woman have her own husband, okay. So this is why what um, you're supposed to be in the it was like woman it's like, man, they supposed to basically they supposed to be together into, into death, basically. They're never supposed to leave their Israelite husband. You know, it's like woman we're never supposed to leave her Israelite husband. Okay, it's always saying in the kingdom of heaven we're gonna have many Israelite women, right? You know, to avoid what fornication. There are gonna be many Israelite women, right? And every Israelite woman gonna have her own husband. Okay, you know, and every Israelite man gonna have many wives. Okay, so the scripture said that whether it's like, the nation Israel should be as a sand of the sea, right? Meaning what? We're gonna have They're gonna be a lot of women for all Israelite men. Okay, you know, no Israelite man want to go to is gonna love want to go is gonna want another Israelite man woman basically. Okay, now there's gonna be enough fish in the sea, as they say. Okay, Mark 10 it says, it says in the beginning, Lord made create um, created men and women, right? And the reason what for ultimately, for them to reproduce the earth. Okay, the scripture says be to be fruitful and multiply. Okay, that's the reason why men and women were created. Okay, well, the reason why women were created. Okay, to reproduce, to be fruitful. Okay, and they were created to be helpmeets as well to the men. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna bring out two more precepts, and I'm probably gonna close it. I'm gonna close it. Yeah, so let me just make sure that this ain't Proverbs. Go to here, Proverbs 22:6. It says, "Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Okay, so I believe, I don't think this is like, that. I don't think that Jake woman have a father in her. I don't. I think I know she have a father. But I don't think he's like in the household. Naturally rooting over his household. Uh, you know, but really, um, is a train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So if like Jake was trained up right, her mindset wouldn't be, that she can do, that she can date who she want to date, right? You know, right. And then somebody she supposed to be with somebody that she don't want. Let me see if I can pause it. She said at the beginning, she said so you expect me to be with somebody I don't want to date, right? And that's exactly, how it worked, how it worked in the ancient world, right? If you know, you can't decide, who you want to date, right? It's like father decide, you know, um, who you gonna date, too much, like I said, too much liberty has been given to you women, right? The social media, okay, have made you think, you know, that you really have choices, in the society. Like you really have choices, right? Like it was like the whole world was set up for you to have choices, okay? And this part of what drinking the wine of Babylon, okay? You know, drinking the wine of Babylon, okay? Because America was set up to do it. It was set up to to put you women on a high level above the men, okay? You know, well, scripture says that, which is the Lord, it was doing of the Lord, right? Because it says, I haven't created new things. He said, I have created new things in the earth, even a woman should surpass a man, okay? You know, Proverbs 22:6 says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Right? And like I mentioned it, right, you know, if she wasn't, given all this social media, right, um, if she was, taught right through the scriptures, right, through the Bible, right, because I'm thinking because these aren't Israelite, because she would have head cover, so they're not practicing their ancient customs, so to speak, as being Israelites, right? So she was trained up through the scriptures, through the Bible, right? You know, she'll have been in order, right? You know, she'll have, we wouldn't never, she wouldn't, we wouldn't this clip, wouldn't never haven't been viral, it went viral, okay? So train the way you train a child is what through the scriptures, okay? Um, through the scriptures, okay? And when he's old, he will not depart from it, which means what the scriptures, okay? You know, these if the Bible, the word said what? If the word said, don't lay with mankind, okay? When that child old, okay, old, he will not lay with mankind, and the scripture says, um, um, what? Honor your father, your mother. Then when he's old, he will what? Honor, he will honor his father and his mother. Okay, you know, train up. They were trained up. Um, means to train, dedicate, inaugurate, to train, to dedicate, right? You know, to initiate or discipline. Okay, you know, because I think she's probably in her 20s. Okay, either in her 20s. She had to be in her 20s, right? You know, and she's what? She's going on about that she can, those different things should have been, laid down at a young age, right? You know, not when she's in her 20s, right? Those different things should have been laid down, in her head at a young age, right? You know, this is a perfect example, okay? You know, because if it was laid down to her at a young age, then again, we wouldn't, this video wouldn't have never been made, okay? You know, NLT says, direct your children onto the right path, and when they are older, they will not leave it. Okay, the right path, the righteous path. When you think of the word right, you think of right, righteous. Okay, a righteous path. Okay, direct your children onto the righteous path. Okay, and part of the righteous path is what? Directing your children according to the scriptures. Okay, according to the scriptures. Okay, because this is how Jake, it's like we live our lives according to the scriptures. These laws, commandments, statutes was given to us. Okay, and you know, and these are things, you know, and this is how and this, and us living by these laws, statutes, commandments, um, that will let the other nation know that what, that we are an order people. We are in order. Okay, and that basically our glory. Is personal match to Deuteronomy, right, where it speaks about that. Um, about the nations, looking upon us, and seeing how these is a orderly people, or some, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, because what, the laws, statutes, and commandments, are we know are you know are are things are they're here they're here, they're written, you know for us, so we can conduct ourselves, in orderly fashion, and not living like beasts. Okay, like these other nations, they live like beasts. right? Which show that these laws, statutes, commandments was given to them. Okay. Um, so I'm play one more precept. I'm gonna get one more precept. Then we're gonna close it. Get here in Titus. Titus, duties of the older and younger woman. Okay. Titus 2:1. It says, "But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine." The word sound goes back to what healthy. Okay, healthy doctrine, righteous doctrine. Okay, you know, teaching. The word doctrine goes back to teaching. But speak thou these things which become healthy teaching, righteous teaching. All right, which is what that the aged man be sober, grave, temperate, sound, and faith. Okay, in charity and patience. Here's the point. The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accuser, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things, you know. And many of these Israelite women's Jates, they're raised by, women that didn't care about them like that, okay? Women that didn't care about them, okay, or how they raise their dollars, okay, you know, because if they did, how the woman won't be in the streets like that, okay, you know, showing all their cleavage, okay, thinking that they more mightier, tougher, than a man, okay, you know, and the way we raise, and honestly, the way we raise our, seeds is through the precept, it's through the scriptures, okay, you can't, really, we can't let Wiki E, raise our seeds, okay, because what, is on the wickedness, okay, in his teaching. All right. So ultimately, it says that they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Okay. And this is what, again, this the daughter and the mother conversation, right? You know, it is what she's teaching her, right? To be sober, to love their husband, to have a husband, okay. And this, um, and to love their children, right? That's the duty of the older woman, okay. To teach, because the older woman, she would have, because it's supposed, it's you know, the older woman, she's supposed to have enough, experience, right, in teaching from her, her her mother, right, to pass down to her dollar, then the daughter passed down to her dollars, right? You know, and that's what being called being an orderly, right? You know, it says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husband, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed, right? So yeah, So yeah, um, and these are the the duties of the older and younger. Whether you're a man, okay, or whether you're a woman, okay. It called being in order, right? In order, okay. So, um, again, this was a response to mom say, "Get it stepping," and she's not wrong. Wrong. Um, I'm gonna give. I hope this is edified to the spirit. YAHAWASHI, QADASH. I'm gonna close it here. I'm gonna close here by giving all praises and honor glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Till the next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.